There was a time when I thought working harder would make people notice me. Well, guess what? It didn't. Becoming visible did. You want to know how? Stay tuned.
Hey, Francine.
Hi, how are you
How
today?
you? I'm great.
I'm
No.
visible.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be continuing the social media conversation, which is actually pretty interesting because if you've been watching the Believe Retreat live stream for a while, you know that social media is not my favorite place to be spending time.
And
But
it is my favorite place to be spending time, which that's a plug for collaborations and partnerships because you could use each other's genius because Heidi's great with the back end tech stuff. I'm not. And we're just the perfect partnership. And now, if you are social media adverse, is that a good way of putting it?
allergic to social media.
Allergic to social media, you can join our team and become part of our social media ecosystem and let us help you create your content, put you in front of our viewers, and share our audience.
And if all of that sounds really good to you and you're like, how do I join the team? If you have time after the live stream, right after the live stream, as soon as we get off here, we go into a Zoom room. And if you scan that QR code that I just put on the screen, you can register for that. And if you're watching the replay, we do this Q&A session every second Tuesday of the month right after the live stream. So if you register for that, you'll be on our Google Calendar reminder. So you'll get reminders every second Tuesday of the month to join us for that.
And well, let's just talk about the portal party too, so we don't forget. Once we get in
So we
that,
just get that out of the way, and then we can hit the social
exactly,
media, right?
because
There's
we
so
can
much to
forget
talk
it.
about.
Because the portal, I think the portal party is one of the coolest things that we offer, especially because it's free.
Mm-hmm.
You
Totally
understand?
free. Hang out with your creative friends. Costs nothing.
And it'll help you get feedback on whatever you're doing. And one of the cool things about the portal party is we could also make content out of it because all we have to do is record. And when somebody says something brilliant, which they always do, we could clip it up and make some social media content out of it. And Heidi, I made a clip from our last week's episode to show everybody what I'm talking about. We just had a little fun talking about the portal parties, and I just made a funny video just from a clip from what we were doing. So if you like this video and you think it's cool and you want some of this for your content, then come to a portal party, come to our Q&A session and find out how you could work with us.
Is now the time to press play for the video?
Show that portal party is an opportunity to get feedback on anything you're working on. Until Heidi got feedback that people didn't understand what her social media was about, she didn't know she needed to change it. It's so easy to
The
say.
porta potty is where we take you away from in a portal party.
If your idea belongs in a porta potty right now, come to a portal party to get it out of the porta potty and help it make sense. I was just
Oh my
having
gosh,
a little
I love the visual of the porta potty in the office.
I was just having a little fun making videos today.
Oh, that is some good stuff, man. So, yeah, and before the episode, we were talking a little bit more about like ease of systems, basically, with social media and how it really helps you step up your social media game. Because let's just face it, you don't have time to be making videos all day long. You probably don't have time to be doing all this editing and stuff like that. So, where do you catch a break? Right, Francine? So, some of the tools that are out there now, we were just talking about the image of the porta potty in the boardroom. You probably could have made that in Canva, but did you do it in Canva or did you
I
use
did
AI
not.
for that?
I did it in Opus Clip. I use Opus Clip to clip my longer form videos, and they have an AI opportunity in there where you can make what they call B-roll. B-roll is all that general stuff of, like, for my children's books, I might go to that B-roll and find a video of a mother and child reading. And guess what? When I used the father and the child reading, I got almost 1,000 views on that video.
That that is crazy. So yes, Francine told me all about this program earlier. So I'm like, maybe this will help me with my 30-day challenge that I'm currently working on for social media.
And in a portal party, we can help you chop your video to make reels or advertisements like we just did for the portal party. Okay, we have to say hi to some people here. Hey, Mark. Mark's our regular listener. He comes and listens to us all the time. He's a children's author. And hello there, Marva. Marva is a friend of mine. She's a registered nurse who's into diet and nutrition, and she's been on my podcast. Mark
Awesome.
uses SyncShare for social media. I have a I have used Agent Opus for a while. Okay. Mark, one day you're going to have to come on here with us and tell us about SyncShare.
Yep, I'm
Do,
gonna have to
do
look that
I
one up.
did I just hear we need a part 3 on this next week?
Probably, because this is not like a quick, easy topic, and you can see why business owners, entrepreneurs get a little overwhelmed with all of this social media stuff. But alas, we do not need to be allergic to social media. It can be easier, and that's what we're here
And
to break
it,
down today.
and it can be fun. You just have
Yes.
to make it fun for yourself, because if it's not fun for you, it's not going to be fun for your viewers either. Marva is great at making it fun. She gets videos of her in the gym. She gets videos of her in the grocery store picking out the right foods. She gets videos of her and her husband dancing to show that it's great to get out and exercise. It's if you're having fun, then your audience will have fun watching it too.
And this is the kind of content that I've been trying to work on making lately. People were saying, well, I want to see how you are living a musical, prosperous life.
Right.
And so I'm like, well, okay. Yeah, I think they have a point. And, the stuff that I'm more interested in watching, like, yeah, it's cool that you might have a process to help me out, but I'm really more interested in all the things that you're doing, because if this is working for you, I could follow your example. So it made sense to me to start creating this kind of content. So I'm on day 5 of my challenge.
Yay. Okay, here's a challenge to everybody watching. Go find Heidelin's coaching. Why don't you put that link in the chat?
All right.
Find Heidi and watch her video, because content creators need people to watch, to like, to comment, so more people will see it. And that's another benefit of joining our community, because we view, like, comment, and share each other's content. It's part of a collaboration. So sometimes collaborations aren't just helping each other on a project, but just knowing that somebody put up some content and giving it a little love and attention to let Meta know that somebody's liking the content, and then they'll show it to more people.
Mark says, when I put on my pickle hat, I get lots of likes.
Yes, Mark, you are going to have to come on next week and wear your pickle hat. That's all there is to it. Your schedule.
Because Francine, did you give Mark my address so I could get a pickle hat?
No, I did not yet, because I don't have it.
You don't?
I've never, no. We've always met on my side of town.
You're
But
right.
anyways, so Mark, give us a yes, I'm going to be here next week if you're going to be here. Because everybody needs to see Mark's pickle hat.
Okay, Francine, I just sent you a text message with my address.
Okay, I will send that to Mark.
Oh, here is a fantastic question right here, Marva. Thank you. Do these likes and views necessarily lead to purchases of services or products? And interestingly enough, this was exactly what I was working on today. Because I finally started building my team. This is another reason why I'm a little more excited about social media, because it is not me anymore trying to figure out everything and do everything. Big sigh of relief, right? But now that we've been working on this for a little bit of time, now it's looking at the analytics and seeing, is it improving? Are we actually getting people to click on links? Are we getting people to do things? And if not, it's not necessarily what you're posting that may be wrong, but maybe you don't have a clear call to action. So people are reading your post, consuming the information, and continuing to scroll through because you haven't told them what to do. And that was like a huge takeaway for me, because as I put myself in the consumer of social media content chair, I realized that really is how it is. If somebody does a post and then asks a question about it, I am going to be more likely to put a comment as opposed to just scrolling on to what's next. So that was probably one of my biggest takeaways, but it wasn't the only thing that I discovered in it. Francine, you want to share your 2 cents on this question?
Yes. Likes and views and comments don't necessarily equate to sales, but what they do is they tell Meta people are interested in your content, and then Meta pushes it out to more people. You build your following, and when your followers like your content, that tells Meta people are liking it, and they push it out to people who aren't following you yet. I am just getting to the point now where Meta is pushing my content out to new people. Every day now, I'm getting new followers who saw a video or saw a post. In the future, they're warming up to me. They're getting to know, like, and trust me. So now these strangers are becoming warm market. And that's where the
Yes.
sales come from.
And something else that I realized was taking a look at your analytics and see who's actually engaging with your content. And then ask yourself, are the people that are engaging actually the people that you are trying to help or you wrote this story for? And once you kind of take a look at that, if people that are just like your mom and your cousins and some of your close friends or whatever, they're probably really not your target audience. So your message then is too broad. It's not speaking specifically to that audience that you want to reach. So last week we were talking more about, knowing what you want to create, knowing who your target audience is, and then knowing how to speak to them and where they hang out and what their interests are. So if what you're posting on social media, what your profile page says about you, if it's not speaking to your specific audience, there's a good chance that they might go there, look at it, and then go, and then maybe this isn't for me and move on. So that's the reason why they might not be converting.
That is true. That is true. And Heidi, you are really niched down since you work with musicians.
Yeah, and so I was working on my LinkedIn profile, and I'm like, okay, well, let me just see what chat says about what I have written on here. And one of the things, like in my headline, it says, I help creatives do less and earn more. And I left that kind of broad because then also in my title, um, music industry strategy, things like that. But one of the suggestions was maybe just to stay consistent with everything else instead of saying creatives there. That again makes it be like way broader than what I intended to be. It's not like I'm not going to work with any creative out there, for sure. I would definitely work with, and I'll work with, a random business owner out there too, like
We,
if it fits right. But
we work with authors, we work with songwriters, we work with anybody.
right, exactly. But when it comes to my marketing and my message, my heart is with the music industry. It's with those people. So part of the things that I'm looking at as I'm looking at my analytics is, are these posts really speaking to them? Am I speaking in their language? And oh, here was another thing. Are you showing enough evidence that your system works? I mean, how important are reviews when you're going to go buy something? So if you have evidence of your success with what your product is, and you're communicating that through your posts. I know some people are like, but I don't want to brag about myself. It's okay.
Well,
In this case, it's really, really good for you.
well, and that is why you join a community and let your community members brag for you. Okay, we have some comments we need to talk about right now.
Okay.
First off, Mark is going to be here next week with the pickle hat. Then he said, when I sent my book to a TikTok influencer in Canada to read, I may not have had sales, but more followers who could become buyers.
And that's also true. Like the more you put yourself out there, the more likely you're going to get noticed out there and everything else that everyone is posting. And I'm generally blanketing this, but the algorithms are set up that way. The more you do stuff, the more you're going to be rewarded for being on that platform.
Okay, wait, here's another good one. Mark said his wife just gave him a pickle band-aid for his boo-boo.
This this guy really likes his pickles.
Well, I guess we need to tell why we're joking around about pickles so much. Mark's newest children's book is called Nikolai Pickle-Eye.
Oh,
So
now
it's
it's
part of
starting to make
it. The
sense.
pickles are part of his brand and how he gets attention to his brand. Almost like Sparkle Feathers is my brand. So I have Sparkle Feathers everywhere because it's a conversation starter.
So, Mark, do you have a Christmas pickle for the hide the pickle in the Christmas tree game? Because if you don't, it's not too late to start planning for this Christmas.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I have never heard hide the pickle in the Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's a thing my boyfriend's family does. There's like a pickle ornament and it gets hidden in the Christmas tree, which I think is great from somebody who decorates and stuff. And I think sometimes people just don't appreciate all the effort I put into the Christmas tree before. But when there's a pickle hiding in there and there's like a $20 gift card with your name on it if you find the pickle first, you're going to examine all of that tree. So that's my favorite part about the game.
Okay, Mark, you need to have a Christmas pickle.
And Mark, by the way, we will send you the link so you can get into the Restream
Yes.
studio next week before we go on.
Yes.
For sure.
I'm excited about this.
So let's see, what else did we not cover? Well, we talked about using tools that help you make it easier. We talked about leaning on your community. Finding someone who has strengths and is already making content and stuff. Hey, can we work together and do this? And if you don't know anybody, the Believe Retreat anthology is a fantastic way to get involved with the collaboration, and we're working on stuff like this. And
okay, we have another question. Do I
okay.
have that activity sheet to do this? Mark, I emailed it to you. So now let's talk about that. I made a worksheet to help you develop your target audience, to help you figure out who your target audience is and how to talk to them. So if you want that, plop a worksheet in the comments and we'll get together so I can email it to you or try to find a way to give you a quick link to it soon.
All right. Yes. That is a pretty nice worksheet that you put together, Francine. And I mean, even if you feel like pretty confident in what you have written down, but you're just not seeing as much action as what you'd hoped, do the worksheet. Revisit all the questions.
And then come to a portal party so we could get your idea out of the porta potty.
That's right, because I mean, if you fill out the worksheet, come to a portal party, I guarantee that you're going to get some perspective that you are not seeing just working it out in your own head. And I think that's one of the more difficult things about being an entrepreneur. If you don't have a support system around you to talk to about all these little different components that pile up, or you don't have somebody to just have fun with it, it becomes like so much weight and you feel alone and you kind of feel like resentful. I feel like when I'm getting in that state of mind. So don't go there. Don't go to the porta potty. Come
to the portal party. And let's just explain. We schedule them based on your availability. Occasionally, I'll get one scheduled and we'll send out an announcement. So get on our email list so you can be notified when we do schedule a portal party. Or, and here's the better plan, why don't you schedule one that fits your schedule and then you invite your friends, we invite our friends, and we make it a party. We can make content, we can improve content, we can bounce some new ideas off the wall and help each other. And I just have to tell my favorite portal party story. Sue was about to quit writing her children's book because she got some feedback back that made her feel like a failure. She came to a portal party, and within 1 hour, you could see that light bulb go off. 2 hours later, her book was written. And now, 3 months later, that book is up on Amazon and she is working on book two. It's powerful stuff.
That is probably one of my favorite stories from the portal. Stories from the portal.
Ooh. Ah, that's it. Stories from the portal. You know what? We need to start collecting those because those are our best testimonials and reviews.
Oh, speaking of testimonials, look at us applying what we talk about. All right. Well, that wraps it up for today. We're going to be heading over to the Zoom room as soon as we get out of here. So hold on. Let me just put that really quick back up here so you can scan the QR code if you want to join us. Here it is.
All right.
And with that, I will take us out. If you can conceive it, you can believe it, and you can achieve it.
From the head to the heart to the hands.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you can.
See you later. See you.